Welcome to the very first episode of Cougar Diaries. I am Trishay, and this is my beautiful co-host,
Kelly. Hi, everybody.
And we are here to tell you our very first episode is called Homecoming. And Cougar Diaries, what sets us apart from other podcasts is that it's a self-help talk, sharing our stories, our trials and tribulations, with dating from a seasoned woman's perspective. So our mission, we will use this platform to share the truth in a fun, sexy way that will enlighten, provide encouragement to our listeners through levity. I mean, we're two jokers right here, but there are some sense of truth underneath all that levity as well. And we come from a very nurturing place. Women are very nurturing, and inspirational conversations is hopefully what we have with each other and sharing with our listeners as well. And our ultimate goal is that with our conversations, we can help to heal people. You know, it's not all about just sex. We will be talking about current events, especially with the climate of our society right now. We will get into that a little bit. But our catchphrase right now is we're that sazon, that spice you need in your life, raw and unapologetic. Okay. So we about to get into Homecoming. So we just wanted to introduce to you who we are and basically what this platform means to us, Cougar Diaries. You know, we are asking our Cougar Nation to go out and purchase a diary for themselves, because it's very imperative that you write down your thoughts. Keeping a diary and journaling.
You see it Walmart.
It's 99 cents. This was $1 at the dollar store. So, you know, it's imperative to write your thoughts down and to review your thoughts, and words are powerful, and to manifest the things that you want in life, you have to write it down. You have to visually see it, and you have to write it down. So this is a strategy that we would like you to use so that we can share thoughts and concepts and ways of healing. We'll talk about the good and the bad in relationships. We'll talk about some things that's happening in society. But the premise of our show is really talking about our experiences that we're having in dating. And we're a little seasoned, but honey, we ain't touched. But we're here to share those experiences with you, to maybe either help you, heal you, or provide some inspiration, and maybe you could pass that on to someone else. So, to my beautiful, she's my beautiful co-host.
She is a nut, and I love her so much. But it's true. I mean, when you become a person of a certain age, you just not for. Can we cuss? I don't know.
That bullshit.
Fuckery. I mean, it's ridiculous, and I feel like
if we had a fuckboy sign right now, no fuckboys. Oh, well, let's let our audience know, what is the definition of a fuckboy? Do you have to take notes?
Oh, do you have the definition? Because I would really like to know your definition.
Hey, well, here is my because I had several. But you know what? The funny thing about it, you allowed that in your life, boo-boo. You allowed that fuckery in your life. So, okay. So, why are you playing games with your life? Because you allowed that man to be all the fuckery that he was. But I will digress and tell you my definition of a fuckboy. Oh, Jesus Christ. Where do I start?
Put that do you have that in your notes?
Girl. Fuckboy. Okay, 1, a fuckboy does not respect your time. Nope, does not respect your time. Oh, wait. Does not respect your time, right? How about does not respect you? Duh. Does not respect you.
That part.
Yeah, right there. But it's like shit before you allowed that bullshit. Why? Because his dingling is big.
That is not a definition.
Okay,
So
okay. I digress.
you always see this is bad because I'm always going off on a tangent. This is all organic. I mean, we kind of come up with what we want to talk about, and that's and the rest is just like So yes.
As I digress,
mm-hmm.
my opinion, a fuckboy does not respect time, does not respect does not respect you, ghost you. Oh boy, that's going to be a whole episode in itself, ghosting. And pretty much, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Because I'm past the fuckboy.
You know what? It's funny too because I feel like you maybe are having some counter-transferences about the situation right now because all I asked is, can you cuss? And all of a sudden, pew!
Okay, my bad.
Yeah,
I will digress. I am a lady, and
so
I do.
Like I was saying, like I really don't. I mean, I'm a retired educator, so I don't really use a lot of profanity. But yeah, I think the only word that can describe like what I'm talking about is the fuckery of just people in life. And me being a mature, there's so many lessons I wish someone would have told me when I was younger. But it's like we don't share certain stuff. I feel like now the climate is changing and you see all these videos that talk about yourself, and like we have a whole list of stuff that we want to talk about, but just like growing as a person. But like me myself, like I've said it multiple times, like I was sheltered as a kid, and I feel like it was detrimental to me because so many people took advantage of me. So many people just and I know a lot of people can relate with this because like you said, we're nurturers, so we put our heart out there, and then somebody just take a knife and use it, just cut it up. So I feel like with this platform, we're really trying to help women. We're trying to help people so they don't make the same mistakes. And then if you have made these mistakes, just to say like,
sis, I agree.
I've been there. I've done that. I understand. It is not even just for women, it's for guys too, because
it's a healing for both sides.
It's healing for both sides, you know. And it's like if there is an underlying, and even though, like you said, we're joking, we laugh and stuff, but it's a reason why people hurt people. Because what do they say? Hurt people. You know, and that's really 100 about that. So yeah, going forward, we definitely want to touch all sides.
When I created my book, so everybody said, so I have a book. And so it's a collection of poetry. And a lot of my friends joked and said, oh, you just talking about sex. Oh, you just a big old freak. No. The book was way bigger than that. It was, again, it started from journaling. I was writing poems, and poems turned into a book. And it was much, 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 much more than just sex. It was a progression of a relationship, and then the end of a relationship. And after I finished the book and the book was published, I created what's called the love movement. And I really, really believe in this. It's like, what happened to love? Because we got to a point in my life and what I saw around me, it seems like we get to a point where the love doesn't exist anymore. And it's like those relationships, like the big mama and big papa, the people who've been together for 65 years or more, or who've been married for 40 or 50 years, are seldom and far in between. And it's like, how do we get back to that kind of love? And what do we do as a people? I mean, the respect for men and the respect for females, we have a disconnect with each other.
Yes, but you have to also know that Papa and Mama was also out there.
I know, but she accepted all that bullshit. He was on the other side of town with his other family. We know a lot about this.
It's the reason why we didn't have DNA back then. I'm just saying, because your sister and your brother look at them side eye, because y'all might have different daddies or mamas. I'm just saying.
Cousin Julie sure looked like your sister. Wait a minute, where'd that baby come from?
But it was this thing where you had to keep family together. Like that
And
was important at the end of the day.
that's it. We throw the towel in so fast.
So fast.
Red flag happens, you're like, bump this S. I am not staying in this. I'm not gonna stay with this marriage. I'm not gonna. You've been married, so I can't speak on marriage. I only can speak on the relationships that have failed that I do not regret because they have made me who I am. I appreciate every relationship I've had because I've learned the good and the bad, what I want and what I don't want. And I actually can have conversations with my ex. I don't have to be like cut and say F you for the rest of your life, because I don't believe in burning bridges, because my mother always taught me this. You never know who you're going to meet. So you just don't burn bridges. But, I know how to have distance as well. I can love you from afar, but, it's just deep. How do we get back to loving each other,
Oh, I can tell you, I got the answer. It starts with you. It starts with you. So we have to learn to love ourselves, learn
unconditionally,
to be unconditionally, and learn to be by ourselves and know who we are. I know a friend. I have a guy friend. He literally has never been by himself. He has
always has to be in a relationship.
To bed. He actually starts another relationship while he's in a relationship, just for the simple fact that he cannot be alone. And a lot of people are like that, And
I'll be honest. I haven't been in a serious relationship in 10 years. I just recently had a relationship for 6 months. And this young man, he put me on a pedestal and he showed me what I deserve. But there was another flip side to that. He also showed me what I don't want, like the talking down and the not being supportive and the low jabs, using my insecurities against me. That's not a partner. That's not what a partner does. A partner is supposed to build you up. So he would put me on a pedestal, but yet and still he was throwing freaking boulders underneath the pedestal to knock me down, low key. And I'm like, that's not love. And so, that relationship didn't go far at all. But a seriously committed relationship, 10 years. And I've been okay with loving me enough for me to understand that I'm just not going to accept the okie doke. I went 3 years without having sex. Okay, that's a lot of information. I did, because I respect myself. I'm silly as heck. I respect myself enough to say, you know what? And I can't do casual. I especially as a woman of a particular age, I can't do casual. I respond in a committed relationship. So people are like, you ain't had sex and how? Yeah, it was hard, but I'd rather, and I don't even like doing me self sex either. So I just zoned out, just focused on being a mom and focused on work. But I had a real good girlfriend that said, you got to get back to you. You got to go out. And I'm like, girl, I'm a mom. I ain't got time for all that. And I did get caught up and lost in motherhood. And I wasn't focused on dating. And I didn't want to have a revolving door. And this was the first person that I had around my child ever to allow him to come in. And I felt some kind of way, but it's all good. I prayed on it. But to allow someone to come into our space and to break that wall down, it was, it was, I don't know.
Well, I think too, it's like when we haven't been in a relationship for a long time and somebody comes in, we're so easy to latch onto that person and keep them and not really see the signs, even though you have all these red signs, all these red flags, and it's just like, you don't want to see them.
Yes,
you just want to kind of be like,
but he's like this. Okay, but no. What about all those other red flags? The alarms are going off. You see in the signs it's a dead end, but your ass is like, but yeah, that's okay. Dead end. Don't go. I mean, the heck? What do? You still, and then you're so funny. I tell a little story about myself. So Kelly has been in my life since I was 16. Anyways.
We've only known each other for 5 or 7 years, so
5 years, yes. So she's known me since my first. Oh my God! So who do you really share?
Facts.
first experience with? She's like, your first was a thought. And I'm like, well, I didn't know he was a thought then. I was a baby, but he was a thought. And he was a thought with her best friend. Ugh. You know, I'm like, Jesus Christ. We'll have that, girl. That's an episode in itself.
That's an episode all in itself.
I will digress. I'm just saying this to say that we have been around for a long time. And she knows my sexual history anyway. So I digress again. I'm about to sip on some tea.
What's your point? What's the point of all this? Because it's like therapy.
Like tangents, I swear. They just go and come. I'm going to remember next episode, I will stay. I'm writing a big fat note to myself. I'll show you. You're about to laugh. But I can't. I mean, that's the ADD in me.
Like I said, I have to bring it back. So I see how this is going to work. You'll have to bring it back.
Stay focused.
Stay focused. So the thing is, we latch on to that. We latch on because I think women as a whole, we just don't want to just, like you said, cracking it open for every man. So then when we do eventually crack it open for a person, we kind of latch onto that person because we don't want to have to be out. And we're not naive. We know that person is out there doing whatever. But for us, in our mind, we try to do whatever we can to like not see the signs, or just because like people want to keep their body count low. Let's just keep it. Let's just keep it 100. And
I mean, my husband would like to enjoy the tightness of me.
Well, it's like this for me, and this is like an analogy. So I like to get waxed. TMI. I haven't been there because of the corona, but I like getting waxed. But I go to a certain person because I don't want a heck of women knowing what I look like. You know how crazy it is when you get waxed? You're laying on the table, butterfly legs open, and then when you get the back part done, you got to put your knees to your chest.
I mean,
anybody like it is. But I love it. I love it.
She likes a clear landing strip.
Anyway, the thing about it is I try to go to the same person all the time. And if that person can't do it, I'll wait because I don't want to have a bunch of, I know what they're going to do.
You trust her.
I trust her. I know what she's going to do. So it's the same thing like when you're with a dude. The dude will, do something, you like it, you know how it is, and you put up with the other stuff. Like I used to go to this one lady, she was kind of rude, but you know what? She did an amazing job. So I dealt with the rudeness because I know what I was going to get.
Yeah.
So that's my point. It's like sometimes we settle for something that could be better, but it's like
settle for my love.
We know it, because then it's like, okay, well, what if I go out and I try this and it's trash? You keep searching for trash when you could just know like this is not trash. Yeah, it's not the best. It's like fast food. It's not good for you. It's gonna give you hella unnecessary calories. But it's so good.
It tastes so good, but then right after, like mine is
afterwards.
Like I can't do sugar, right? So mine is Krispy Kreme. Right after, I already know. I know in my heart. I know in my gut. Right after I put that last bite of donut, my stomach instantly goes. What did you do? But it's like, it tastes so good.
So good.
Okay, so Kelly, let me ask you, why do you think we settle? Why do we settle? I mean, is it a comfort zone? Is it like, do we feel like it's a comfort zone for us? Is it a loyalty thing? Is it a trust thing? Do we feel like?
I think it's familiar.
Okay.
It's something that's just familiar and you know what you're going to get. If you have a favorite restaurant, you're going to always go to that restaurant. And sometimes you just don't want to always be vetting and going out and doing research. It's like, look, this is what I know what I'm going to get with this. I'm going to stick with this, And but I think too, it's like we have to also know that we deserve better, And until your worth, and until you go out and start to see you know, that there are people out there that's going to treat you better. You know, I mean, I have a friend, and her boyfriend dogs her. I mean, just treats her like crap. And it's just so hard to see
Watch
it,
that.
to
Yeah.
watch that, you know, because me, myself, is like, I've got the spectrum. I've got the what do you call it? The dust. I've been with the dusty, and I've been with the guy who's, you know, treated me like a queen, paid for everything, take me on vacation, give me money. Just, you know, you have that out there. But then there's
So the
so
whole
many
spectrum
women.
of
It's a
type
whole
of
spectrum,
dating.
but there's women out there who's never experienced that.
Yeah.
You know. So they like, well, you know, well, if you always had dusties, you don't understand. A woman should never, and I heard this from Tony Gaskin.
Okay.
Tony Gaskin. The only thing a man should ever want from you is love.
I know that's right.
Not half on rent, not
He needs to be the provider.
presents. He needs to be the provider. And it's just the
Yeah.
thing, like, I know so many women who provide a place to stay for a man, pays the bills for a man, who gives a man money, who I can go on, I can go on, I can go on.
Girl, Captain Save a Hoe in Reverse.
Let me tell you something. I went to my friend's house, him and his girlfriend. It was recently.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell
Our
you.
technology is on my side.
Oh no. Oh, okay. No, you're good. Oh yeah, you did freeze a minute for a second. I hope it keeps doing it. I hope he comes back. So I'll just finish telling my story. So
Okay.
my friend, her boyfriend and girlfriend, they were there. And she knows how I am about men. Like, oh no, we don't come out our pocket. And not that I'm a gold digger or nothing, but it's just, you know, hey, like I said, I'm a mature woman. I don't believe in a woman come out her pocket a dime. So we go to her house. I have my little products. And I said, what do you want? And she was looking, well, and I said, oh, he gonna pay for it. Whatever you want, get whatever you want. And my friend was like, what? What? Yes, you're gonna pay for it. And he just like,
Because you know they haven't been taught though.
And then she was just like, wow, you know, just like, no, because he knows.
But they haven't been taught. They don't know.
They haven't been told that is how it's supposed to be.
And see, a lot of these men have been raised by women who don't have the male in the household, who, well, you already know, are broken homes, and bless their souls. They try, you know. I'm serious. You know,
that's a whole nother episode.
That's another episode because I have an episode. Because I have an episode that I want to talk about, which was so funny because Tiffany Haddish said it in one of her jokes. But she talked about how the descendant of a man comes from a woman. She said, "Your balls drop, you a pussy," because are the ovaries, and the penis is the clitoris, and the nipples. Men don't need nipples, but men come from women, not the other way around. Women come from men. So everything, we have that girl pause because I would go on a tangent.
Yeah.
To have that conversation.
Yeah, that sounds a little deep. This is our first episode.
Don't go that deep. But we will go there. We will go there. I promise you we will, because I have to show the image and show you we are an image of God. All I'm gonna say. We're gonna go there though.
Oh, and we will have we do, and I will link I'll link our email. So if you have questions, you can always email us, and we're also gonna be on IG soon. So
Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, all the major social media. Right. You want to be able to find Cougar Diaries.
Because I think, like I said, I feel like I really want to help just women in general, you know, and
but we help men too. So we're not being sexist at all. It's just that we are women. So it's our perspective. I'm sure we'll have male guests, but we are women. So this is our perspective on things that we've experienced in our lifetime and how we feel that because of our trials and tribulations and our stories, and we're sharing other people's stories too, not just ours, but the stories that we heard and the things that we've learned and our perspective on things, how we can heal from those things and how we can use that to build relationships and to soften the hurt, because there's a lot of hurt people out there, Kelly, a lot of hurt people, you know. And then we were saying off camera, hurt people hurt people.
And you know what? In saying that, that's a perfect way to just wrap up this first episode. Thank you so much.
We love you.
We love you. We're gonna post every Sunday, and hopefully you'll get some really good information. And yeah, we need a tagline. We don't have a tagline.
We don't have a tagline. I said we got that song. Oh Lord, I can't even see. Okay, and then I can't see. Okay, so we're that sazon, that spice you need in your life, raw and unapologetic. Boom. You don't like it? Oh, you
we could just say, thanks for watching, comment, subscribe, and like. How about that?
Or that part right here. Do it right here, right now. Subscribe.
Right.
Come on, for real. Subscribe. Like us. Love us.
All right. Bye.
Bye.